Hello everyone, I'm Chris Erkeline. Welcome to your Monday edition of the PE Crime Blotter. We're learning more about the cab driver that came to the aid of the injured Riverside police officers early on the morning of February 7th in the shooting with Christopher Dorner. I'm joined now by Person Presence John Asbury. John, you spoke with cab driver Karam Kaoud on Friday evening.
Yeah, he was afraid to come forward until Dorner was actually confirmed dead. Once the sheriff's officials had confirmed that Dorner was dead inside the cabin, he was willing to come forward and tell his story. He told us about how he was working his shift that night when he came across the Riverside police officer and then saw Dorner pull up next to him and open fire.
And we understand, obviously he was praised by Chief Sergio Diaz of the Riverside Police Department. And Kaoud, when he came up to the car, he was expecting them to pursue Dorner, but little did he know that one officer was fatally injured, another seriously injured. Talk about what he did and how he helped the injured officer when he walked up to the vehicle.
Yeah, he came forward and saw that the window was shattered, found Officer Michael Crane injured in his patrol car, and Officer Andrew Takias unable to move and covered in blood. Takias told him to help and press the button down on his radio so he could radio for help and call for paramedics to the scene.
Now we understand he was actually ready to take Officer Takias to the hospital himself in the back of his taxi vehicle until he saw sirens coming in the distance.
Yeah, he wanted to do everything he could to save Officer Takias. He told him to get in the back of his cab and he would drive up a few blocks up to the hospital, but then saw ambulances and police cars coming down Magnolia Avenue and waited for police to arrive. But by that time, Dorner had already long fled the scene.
Has he been able to have any contact with Officer Takias and his family since?
He's still trying to get a hold of the police department and meet with Officer Takias as well as Officer Crane. Officer Takias remains hospitalized and haven't let the cab driver see him yet. And he was working with the police department to try and meet with Officer Crane's widow.
All right, John, thanks for that. All right, that does it for your Monday edition of the PE Crime Blotter. Be sure to stay tuned right here on PE.com for the latest on this story.